Welcome back to my channel, Confessions of a Dollar Tree Addict. I'm Marina, and I'm actually on my way to a doctor's appointment, which is what I've been doing almost every day since I was diagnosed with breast cancer that has spread to my lymph nodes. It's become a full-time job to stay alive. Like, that is kind of what I call it. This is my living job. And I'm on my way to a bone scan today, which is not nearly as traumatizing as an MRI, which I recently had to survive. And I did, and I was kind of amazed at the fact that I was able to do it. But one of the reasons why I'm making this video today is because I have had so many people reach out to me and tell me that, one, of course, they're rooting for me. And I'm so grateful to all of you who have reached out to me with whatever tidbits of knowledge or suggestions or any of those things as it pertains to my cancer diagnosis. I do not want, nor am I interested in anyone letting me know how I should not be driving and talking. I'm fine to drive. I am not actually looking directly at the camera. Although you guys may think I am, I'm actually looking at the road. I know what I'm doing when it comes to driving, and I hope that you guys can understand that. I don't want anyone worrying. I understand a lot of you guys are telling me this out of love, but I'm good. I'm good, guys. And when I don't know what's ahead, I don't record. I know when I can record in my videos. So that having been said, we can put that nastiness aside. I want to discuss some of the incredible things that have been happening lately that to me are telling me that I don't want to say that I was made for this, but I feel that sometimes people are born and they experience all sorts of life experiences that lead them up to a moment that I don't want to say defines them, but forces them to dig deep and pull all of their past experiences up around them and trudge forward. And I feel like that is where I'm at. And so I have to say that I 100% know that when I was younger, I had really and truly educated myself in all types of healthy food regimens and cutting certain things out of my diet. And I was really good at it, as long as I didn't have any distractions. And at this time, my son being older, and I can cook something for him and he can reheat it. And unfortunately, my husband has passed, who had a very different food palate than me. There just have been so many changes that I am able to drastically change my diet like that and not have to even think about it. It's almost effortless. I'm blessed in that area at this time. I don't have to worry about anybody but myself. I mean, of course, and Christopher, but he's okay. I make sure that he gets what he needs, but I don't feel tempted because I enjoy healthy eating, and it makes me feel empowered to be changing my regimen in food and cutting all sugars and processed foods and all the things out of my diet. I mean, I don't drink alcohol, which is the #1 offender on the cancer list of don'ts. So there's lots of things that I have added and lots of things that I've subtracted. And that definitely gives me a sense of empowerment, which is important. It makes you feel like you're doing something, you know, actively to help yourself. I feel very good about that. But what I really wanted to touch base on was something that occurred to me the other day, August 3rd. That is my husband's birthday. Well, it was his birthday. And I have to be honest, that was a hard day, guys. But I really am blessed. And I do feel like I've been granted a sense of grace and peace that I've never really had before. Like, in my past, when I did not know what the outcome of things was going to be or how things were going to play themselves out, I would have tremendous anxiety and it would be overwhelming. But I have a sense of peace that I have not had ever. I don't think ever, not even as a child, do I have the sense of peace that I have right now. I feel as though I'm doing everything I can do, and the rest is truly out of my hands. Nobody out there can give me answers other than doctors, but I also am not driving myself crazy doctor shopping. I am doing a little doctor shopping. Let's be serious. I am a Dollar Treesta, and I do want to get the best value for my well-being, but I'm doctor shopping with my gut, and I'm grateful that I have insurance and that I am getting care. I'm not sure that I'm going to stay in the practice that I'm in right now because it's far, but for the first 12 weeks of chemo, I am 100% going to be going to the place that I've chosen because they acted quickly, and I feel that they are working to the best of their ability to save my life. And for that, I'm grateful to the powers that be. And my day of mourning or sadness or grief or whatever it was that I was experiencing on the 3rd, because I have to be honest, I can't think about my husband right now. I don't dwell on it. I have really tried to compartmentalize that sadness for a latter day, because right now I have to stay joyous and happy that God is giving me these days to save myself. And God gave me the days that he gave me with my husband, that year of happy times, to help me through this. So I think about that, but not in depth. I just think about little moments of joy that we shared, because he had been very sick for a couple of years prior to that, and he was granted a miracle, and we enjoyed it. We enjoyed the hell out of that miracle. I'm truly grateful that I had that miracle because it gave me the strength to go forward now. But one of the things that I wanted to share with you guys is that on my husband's birthday, August 3rd, I woke up. Of course, I knew it was his birthday, and I didn't even know how to verbally put a message into the universe, because my husband has passed away. And a lot of people, you know, they say, oh, sometimes when couples love each other so much, they go back to back, or I don't want to go anywhere. I loved my husband so much, but I want to live. And I had to be really careful in my intentional thoughts, or at least I felt, for the day. Like, I didn't want to say until we meet again, or I miss you. I don't know. I felt like I couldn't say those words because I don't want the universe to for 1 second think I'm ready to leave this earth. I'm not going anywhere. I want to live in the worst way because I want to live, and I'm going to do everything in my power to live, because one, I have a son, and I am his person. It's me. He needs me, and I need to know that he's going to be okay. He's not there yet. And even after that, I still want to live. I want to live as long as God and the universe will allow me, and that is way past this diagnosis, hopefully. So I felt really stifled in how I wanted to grieve on my husband's birthday, because I didn't want to send mixed messages into the universe. And as the day progressed, I had conversations with my husband and explained to him that much as I loved you and I spent all our time together as much as humanly possible, doing what made us happy and enjoying every moment that we could together, I'm not going anywhere. And so it'll be a long time before I see you again, John, and I hope you understand. And I know how crazy that sounds, but I had lots of conversations in my head with my husband on his birthday for his heavenly first birthday. Now, I know that there are lots of you out there who watch all of my videos. For those of you who watched the video where I talked about some of the signs that I received after my husband passed away, I'll I'll link that video here or somewhere around here. And you guys will know what I'm talking about that already watched it, about the TikTok tarot lady and the card that got pulled in St. Raphael. That was before I found the lump in my breast. I literally only realized that the lump in my breast existed a couple days later, after that message had come to me through that TikTok thing that I accidentally stumbled into. And it was otherworldly. And the only reason that I even felt the lump in my breast is because it was hot. And honestly, the doctor doesn't even know why that happened. At first, they thought I had injured myself and they gave me antibiotics. It was almost like something beyond my comprehension was trying to show me, get to a doctor. And I've asked. I can only chalk it up to that. That's it. I don't know what more to say. It could have been at that moment that it started spreading. I don't really know. I honestly don't know. All I do know is that I got my insurance back, quickly got to a doctor, and everything that has happened has been miraculously aligned so that I can get all the medical attention that I need, despite the fact that some things happened that left my son and me vulnerable financially that my husband did when he was not mentally well. And it sucks. But it's okay because it actually turned out to save my life. And at the end of the day, it turned out that something I thought that had happened that was so destructive in my life turned out to be the miracle that actually got me insurance super quickly, and it was completely out of my control. My husband made a financial error that possibly could have saved my life, and thank God for that. Everything is aligning for me to get well, and I can see that, and it's giving me a great sense of peace, and I'm so grateful for it. And even people, the universe is removing people that are not here for the right reasons out of my life. And I'm so grateful for that too, because I'm not a great picker sometimes. I allow all humans to show me their colors and who they are. But right now, I really need to focus on myself. And I recently heard this Anthony Hopkins quote about how there are 3 types of people that come into your life. The leaves, those are there for a season and they want to take what they can from you and, you know, like how the leaves do in the tree, and they'll show you their true colors and then they'll disappear into the wind, and or something to that effect. And then there are the branches, people in your life. Those can stay for a few seasons and seem like you might be able to crawl out on them and put all your strength on them, but don't count on it because they usually break away or something to that effect. And then there are the root people. Those people, they don't need a spotlight. They don't need accolade. They don't need any of that because they are your root people, the people who will hold you up because they genuinely love you and care for you and just want to lift you up. And a lot of the time, and not for everyone, I'm going to be really honest, this is Confessions of a Dollar Tree Addicts channel. While my husband was sick, I was very selfish. I really shut myself down from a lot of my friendships. One, because of COVID, and I was terrified of my husband getting COVID and my family getting COVID, because my son is immunocompromised and so was my husband, and now I am, so we have that. But I closed myself off to a lot of my actual friends in the real world because I just made my world smaller because I focused so much on my husband and my family at that time. And we were in crisis, and I did all that I could do to focus on what I had to do for my charity and my husband and my son, and that was it. And sometimes myself last, which was my worst decision. really regret that. I could have made more time for them, but I just couldn't figure out how. And then the universe removed people that were extraneous, and then the universe found the solution. The universe said, your husband just passed away. The people who are like branches on trees, they're breaking away. I didn't have to do anything. It opened up places for those root people who love and support me through the hard times. Because when the wind blows and those branches break, they're not putting themselves back in your world. They're over it. And so when my husband passed away and financially I didn't have what I had before, and emotionally or whatever it is, many people disappeared. I'm grateful they're gone. I don't need them. I don't need anybody right now that cannot help me support myself. And I don't mean financially. I mean emotionally and spiritually and maturely support me through this process. Some people are just not capable of it, and that's okay. But I heard that quote and I thought that it was really amazing. Actually, I love Anthony Hopkins. He's one of my all-time favorite actors. I met him when I was really young in the 80s in Manhattan, and I've met a lot of famous people actually, but he was one of my all-time favorite people to ever meet because I thought he was so larger than life. And Christmas Carol is one of my favorite movies of all time. But beyond that, the whole reason that I'm sharing with you guys this whole hodgepodge of information is, one, I like to chat with you guys and let you know where I'm at, and two, tell you that on that day I was thinking about all of that, and I was talking to my husband on his birthday, and I was explaining to him how before we got sick, how before life got harder, I was telling him that I wonder what it would have been like if we had met when we were younger, because we always talked about that, because we really had like a very special love. We really understood each other. And one of the things that my husband would always say to me was that he would always find me, and because he was cheesy, it was like a quote from the Titanic. But I would always tell him that he reminded me of an otter. Well, at the time I thought it was a seal, but then it turned out later to be an otter because of a certain look that he would get in his eyes when he wanted something from me. He would just give me this look, and he had dark eyes, and I would be like, oh my God, you have that seal look on your eyes again. Now, how I can never say no to you when you have that look in your face. And it was an otter because, you know, he was very into the ocean. He was an avid fisherman, and my husband would always say, honey, I'm like an otter. We mate for life, and that's what I'm like. And so whenever we would go on vacation to like aquatic places, we would always buy some kind of little otter mementos or things like that. And then the craziest thing happened as I was now I wasn't talking to John about otters, and I don't talk about them anymore. I mean, this is like something went on in our relationship for years and years. It's just a thing that we had, you know, those inside moments. The thing that I miss the most are those inside moments of, you know, shared life experience. That's the hardest thing to not have during these times, but it's all good. I can talk about these things with you guys, and maybe somebody out there can identify or relate. But I put my phone down, and then I later went to actually upload a video onto my YouTube, and out of nowhere, a screensaver had appeared on my phone that I did not put there. I don't have screensavers. I don't use any extra space on my phone for anything because it takes up so much space on my phone that I don't really allow it for other things in my phone. And I was like, what the heck is this? And it was, I don't know if it's a seal or an otter. We can't tell them apart anyway. I can't. I never know the difference. I just know the look in those cute water creatures' eyes, and I'm going to put a screenshot of what it was. Can you believe that? That just appeared on my phone, and I don't even know how to take it off, guys. I didn't talk to anybody about this, but I felt that was an incredible sign from the universe and my husband and the powers that be that something is watching over me because of the look on that creature's eyes. And I knew that all was well, and I was able to stay in joy even on that miserable day, which is not a miserable day, but it was miserable because my husband is gone. But I think he understands, because I explained to him we have to make sure that Chris will be okay, and I love life, and I'm gonna live it. I love life. I have always loved life. That is why I love to help other people live life to the best of their abilities, even in their darkest hours. And so I'm just so grateful to have had this revelation from this I believe it's Anthony Hopkins' quote, the 3 types of people that you have in your life. I love the metaphor of it. My husband was part of my roots, and he still is. He is rooting for me in his own way, and I believe that. I believe that. And we did mate for life. And I feel that those big black otter eyes, or seal eyes, or whatever, I think it's otters, eyes, they're shining down on me and giving me the strength to do these machines, because I've never been able to do scans and MRIs or any of those things. I'm terrified and claustrophobic, and I can't breathe. But the universe is giving me what I'm calling superpowers right now to live, because I want to live, and I am going to do everything in my power to be well. I tell myself every day that I'm already healing, that the universe is moving people, places, and things into my world so that I may be fully healed. And I thank God every night for fully healing me already, even though obviously it's not entirely true yet, but it will be. And so I thank the universe in advance, because I truly believe in the secret. Ask, believe, and receive. And I've always found that's the only way to move forward when times are the darkest. You have to focus on what you want and not give up until you get there. And it's worked for me many times. This time I'm using that for myself, which I've been people's root person many times in my life, and unfortunately to some people I became a branch person, where I wasn't there for them when they truly needed me the most, because I was just a branch and I couldn't take much more weight. I would have snapped. I didn't do it to be selfish. I just couldn't take any more on at that time. But I know now that once I'm restored to full health, I will have a better balance on how to be there for people and for myself. And I'm really grateful for having learned the hard way how to balance that. I have been several women, like the song I'm Every Woman used to play in my head when I used to push myself to the limit. But I don't need to be every woman. I just need to be me, and I need to put me first, the powers that be in there, and the rest will show me what is next. And when I become overwhelmed, it's time to take a step back. That's the part I never understood. that sometimes the branches break. And I had to be honest enough with myself to admit that sometimes I've been the branches on people's trees where I broke away because I couldn't do more. But I'm so grateful that those people didn't hold it against me, and they're here for me now. They know that when I wasn't overwhelmed, I would do anything to help a friend. And I'm grateful because those women are helping me get through this right now. They are my friend Gretchen and my friend Mary and my friend Beth, my friend Flo, those women that actually live in New York. I have a lot of friends on YouTube, a few really actual true friends that I know in real life, and amazing subscribers who support me in ways you guys will never understand. The love and support that you guys give me is, one, putting gas in my tank right now. Thank you. And helping me live, but it's giving me a reason to get up and do things still. I have not given up, and I don't want to. And I worked hard for this channel, and I'm grateful for you guys wanting to see me succeed and live and prosper and get through these dark times. But sometimes it's in the darkest times that we learn what we're made of. And I'm finding out what I'm made of and what I've been to other people, and how I need to value my time here more. And so I guess that's all I wanted to share with you guys, my little miracle. I know it's very silly, but I didn't put it there. And I really believe that John sent it to me to let me know that it's okay, that I want to live. He understands. And that gave me a sense of peace, that I didn't feel guilty saying that my husband is dead, but I don't want to go with him. I want to live, because it's pretty obvious that I do want to live. It's not my time. It's not my time. And an eternity just means that, an eternity. There's time for that far in the future. Hey guys, I actually wanted to just add this little excerpt into the video because I did my scan. I have several other scans to do this week pre-chemo, but I have amazing news. I actually finagled them to give me my report. I do not have any metastatic cancerous bone disease, which means that the cancer has definitely not spread to any of my bones, which is great news. 2 more tests to go. Hopefully there is no shitty cancer anywhere but where we know about, and I can move forward. But I just want to thank you guys so much for all of your positive energy. I swear that it's helping me, and I really and truly believe in the power of prayer. Thank you guys so much. Back to the video. And I think that that's it for now for me. I hope somebody out there got something out of this video. If you did, share it with your friends. Please, we're coming up on breast cancer awareness. Make mammogram appointments, guys. If I had not canceled my mammogram appointment, I wouldn't be where I am right now. And I really want to remind that to women everywhere, and men. Men get breast cancer too. So please do schedule your mammogram appointments. They're no joke, and that's all I have to say is they are no joke. Spending a little time with you guys, it makes me feel productive, and I really and truly appreciate this right now. And for those of you who give me the positive feedback on how it helps you move forward and get through your cancer diagnosis, that means the world to me. It makes me so proud and happy. I don't know why, but it actually gives me great joy. I'm crying in joy to know that I'm helping someone else by talking about what's happening to me during this time. It does give me great joy for some crazy reason. And I guess that's just the type of person that I am. So I love you guys more than you can ever imagine. Thank you all for your continued support. Please comment down below about anything and everything that you would like to talk about. And as always, my friends, stay safe and stay savvy. Bye-bye.